Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thanks for watching. I want to ask if you please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, I want to get into this message. What I want to tell you is, I guess I consider myself a speaker now. I went through so much in life, and I had a ministry. I guess what you call this movement, you can call this part of a ministry because it deals in our spirituality and the things that we were doing, that was going on in Africa before we were kidnapped and brought to the United States. But I'm not so much delving off into that too much anymore either, because someone pointed out to me that God moves people for a reason, and we were moved here for a reason. But some strange stuff been going on. I'm gonna tell you something. This right here, what I've been on is a journey. It really has. It has been a journey. Since I've been in this house, a lot of things been going on in my life. A lot of things have been changed for the better. I feel like this is the house of truth, because when I moved in this house, a whole lot of truth came out. Truth came out about my marriage. Truth came out by my children. Truth came out about me. But it's been good. It's been a good journey. The house is definitely haunted, and the house has a lot to do with the Grow Program, because I didn't just sit down and think about the Grow Program. I didn't just sit up and make up this in my head. I didn't sit up and think about ancestors and all this other stuff, and spirituality and slavery, but what was bothering me was the images I kept seeing across the TV. And then that last bullet, that bullet that went into Jacob Blake, that last one that went into him, I felt that. I'm telling you, I felt it. And after that, I had to get up and start making videos and restart my ministry up. Now, this is how it propelled, how the ministry really propelled. But this house is the house of my nightmares. I used to dream about this house. I'm not kidding you. I used to dream about this house. It was a house I used to dream about, and the way it's laid out and everything is just how this house is. And this house is haunted, and everyone, my family knows, everybody knows. But I've been playing with spirits all my life, so it didn't surprise me that I moved in another haunted house. I didn't want to, but I was afraid at first, and but that's how I got in touch with the ancestral spirits, because she told me not to be afraid one day when I heard them in her talking. I was headed out the door. It sounds funny, but I'm being serious. I am totally serious. I was told not to be afraid. That they only want me to know that they're here. Just like that movie Sixth Sense. That's what she said. Don't be afraid. They only want you to know that they're here. And come find out I'm speaking to an ancestral spirit, because I asked and found out and got different confirmation. I got so much confirmation that the only way that I could really tell you about it and show you is in a movie and a book. You got to see it, because if I stood here and told you everything that's going on over here in this house, you wouldn't believe. Just like the spirit of the slave girl that was standing on the porch holding the white baby. Before we even moved in here, I saw her, and my husband saw her, and my daughter saw her on Google, looking dead in the camera, holding a baby. And she had on a dress that wasn't of today's dresses. She had on a dress that was from from the 1900s. And she had on a wrap on her head. And she was holding a white baby, looking dead in the camera. I thought it was so odd that she was looking in the camera. I said, well, you would think they'd come back when she wasn't standing there. And then come find out, when I went to go look for the picture again to look it up, wasn't there. It's gone. Google don't have it, And when I looked up Google, they said they don't take pictures with people standing there, or they blur their faces. Her face was not blurred. I remember her image, her face, how she looked. I remember how sad she was. She wasn't smiling. She was very sad. And my husband, remember, my husband can tell you, my daughter can tell you, there's a lot that went on in this house, survived the fire. And then about a week ago, the whole staircase, behind the staircase was a waterfall, just a whole waterfall running down. And there's no pipes under the staircase. But it's just a lot, and that's how I got to this journey that I'm on, because of this house. and bringing out the truth about me and forgiving myself and learning to forgive and learning to love again. Being introduced to love an animal, to love my dog, because I'm not a dog person, but I love her. I absolutely love her, and she has taught me how to forgive and taught me unconditional love, because she loves me and I love her. But I didn't love animals before. I wasn't an animal person, but she has taught me so much, and I got her, and it's just I'm still on this journey because I'm still learning about ancestors and trying to teach you that there's more to it than Christianity. It really is. And few people know about this now. And it's starting to come to the forefront because, see, we're not from this country. So we were taught the traditions of this country being here, being born here, but our ancestors are not from here. So we were learning. I'm learning about our spirituality, about our customs, about our traditions, different things that we did in Africa. And I know that in Africa, ancient Africans led a life of honor, and so this is what I'm getting. Okay, this is what I'm understanding, is that they led a life in honor, and they prayed to their ancestors who manifest things in their life and cause things to happen, good things to happen in their life. And that's what's happening over here in my life. But I'm gonna tell you something. Me and my husband didn't always get along. We didn't get along at all. We fought every day about everything. We didn't get along for nothing. I mean, it was always chaos and confusion in my house. Not now. Not now. It's peace. It's quiet. It's happy. It's so much joy. I'm tell you something. It's wonderful, and it's all about God. And when you looking in the and the pastor telling you, oh no, you don't deal with the spirits, you don't talk to the spirits, and no. But I'm gonna tell you something. They're still around us. That's what the Africans believe. That's not what the Christians believe, but that's what the Africans believe. They're still with us. So I'm African, and I'm going with my African my spirituality, and beliefs, because I know that I know. Ever since I was 14 years old enough to know that someone was with me. There's been someone with me. When I walked that night along them railroad tracks, not knowing where I was going, and ancestors sent that young man don't even exist. I don't even believe he exists. But they sent somebody my way, or I don't know. I don't know how that happened. But this man let me sleep in his car all night, didn't even ask me my name. And then came back and dropped me off the next morning. Strange, a total strange. I don't even know. I couldn't pick him out to this day who he was. But God will send people your way, and I believe it's through the ancestors. So I've been reading up about our African spirituality. I hope that you will continue on with this journey with me that I'm on. It has to do with kings and queens and rebels, because they earn their titles fighting battles in Africa. And we earn our titles fighting spiritual battles. The battles that we deal with every day, that you go to church, that you go to church and deal with these demons. And when you walk in church, you say, I'm going to go in church and deal with these demons. Yeah, they demons, the spirits are everywhere. Bad spirits are everywhere. They're like ghosts. Those are tormented spirits, tormented souls, restless souls who just are here just to torment. And if you have ever had any type of spiritual ghosts in your life, then ghosts do exist. So perhaps you can see them say ghosts don't exist, don't deal with familiar spirits, all this and that. I have dealt with spirits and ghosts all my life. In this house, I heard them talking. They turned my TV down so I can hear them, make sure that I knew that they were here. So what the Bible talks about with that, you have to take the Bible and use it as teaching and doctrine in your life. Not so much as the Bible stories, but I would go with I'm talking about the teaching and doctrine in righteousness, because that's what it says in Timothy. That's how we have to use the Bible. Okay, and then we have to learn our own spirituality, learn about those close to us who have passed on, who may be the ones who are contacting you. You know, you have to ask, and you don't sit up and talk to nobody like I'm standing here talking. You know, it's in your mind. You know, you thinking these things, and then you get the answers, and then you go and get confirmation. Because I'm tell you something, if I didn't know what I was talking about, I would not be standing up here telling you, saying anything to you and nobody else, because I'm standing in front of a bunch of strangers, people I don't even know, who don't even know me. But I am compelled to talk. I was compelled to get up. I was compelled to make these videos. I am compelled to do this research. I'm compelled to study. I'm compelled to learn spirituality. I'm compelled to fight racial injustice and inequality. I just feel like I have been thrown to the forefront. I really do. You know, and I'm tell you something. I used to wonder why I went through everything I went through in my life, because I done went through everything. I can tell you about everything, that it don't work. You know, this is what do work. And it took me this long to get where I am, because Christianity is something that we adopted coming to this country and being born in this country. You know, African Americans are not from this country. You know, really, truly, the true Americans are the Indians. You know, but no, they don't want you to know that. You know, we are immigrants to this country. Even though we were born here, our ancestors were immigrants to this country. But like I said, God moves people for a reason. You know, but I'm gonna tell you something, and I promise you this: you can mark the calendar on this. Racism is gonna be over with. It's gonna be over with. Racial inequality is going to be over with. You know, scenes like you seen with Rodney King and Jacob Blake, Sandra Bland. You know, I'm gonna keep on until it's over with. I'm gonna keep on fighting. I'm gonna keep carrying the torch. What Dr. King started, I'm gonna keep carrying the torch. I hope you carry it with me. You know, it don't mean you got to go out marching and protesting and holding signs, and because it's gonna fall on deaf ears. They don't want to hear that. But what we got to do is start building wealth for ourselves and doing for ourselves, and stop being oppressing ourselves in our mind, you know, oppressing the way we think, the way we act, the way we treat one another, the way we treat our children, you know, the way we are in our community. You know, are we selling drugs to the community? You know, are you out there getting over, scheming? You know, you lying, cheating? I'm tell you something, because it says in Luke, the truth gonna come to light. You can't hide nothing. You can't hide the truth. You know, it's got to come out. If you want your marriage to work, the truth got to come out. You know, you got to stop. You got to stop what you're doing. You got to stop with your lifestyle. And you know, you got to ask for forgiveness and be forgiven and forgive yourself. I'm telling you, that's how you live a life in honor and glory. You know, it's achievable. It is so achievable. No matter what you're going through in life, you know, you can have your crown here on earth. It's so peaceful. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful feeling, you know, because it's like how you live, like you feel on Sunday when you're walking in the church. You know, you in there, you walking in and you feeling good. Know you about to get the word, you know, but instead you got all this foolishness all around you. You know, people looking at you sideways, looking at you crazy. You know, and you may have said something to the pastor, you know, and then the next thing you know, pastor preaching on it. And you looking around, you know, thinking folks looking at you, but they may not be looking at you, but you know, it's just a whole lot of foolishness that go on in the church. You know, and then you're trying to live right one day, and then the rest of the week, you know, you're trying to get a hold of the pastor because you fell out. Well, pastor only one man, you know, he can't just reach everybody. But I'm gonna tell you something. What you got to do is start to live a life in honor and glory every day. Live like you like every day is Sunday. Yo, really the Sabbath day is on Saturday, but live every day like every day is Sunday, like you going to church, like you in your Sunday best, and like your beloved ancestors standing right beside you, because that's how you gonna live your life in honor and glory. Okay, now I think that may be my word for today. I just wanted to get that out there real quick, you know, and tell you that. And I want you to just keep growing, you know, keep growing. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. The way you think about yourself, change your mindset, your way of thinking, you know, it's got to grow. You got to grow. Let's grow.